So as I read comments from various videos, one of the big complaints that I keep seeing from you, the viewers, is sound quality and audio quality in this office. And part of that is the fact that I'm not using a super expensive microphone setup. There's just a little shotgun mic mounted on top of my camera. And the other part of that is that this room is small and echoes a lot around. So today I'm going to be putting up some acoustic foam. I'm going to be taking you along for the ride, showing you how I'm going to do that, and the reason that I'm picking the mounting solution that I'm going with as opposed to other solutions. So let's hop right into that. So the mounting solution you're going to see me working with today is just simply a hot glue gun. And what I'm going to do is put 2 dabs of hot glue in the sort of upper left and upper right corners of the foam pads as I mount them. And the reason for that is as I take them down, since I'm a renter, this will allow me to get rid of the glue without harming the walls, putting a bunch of holes in the walls as some other solutions have called for. And even though I'm using hot glue, I should be able to remove the pads when I move out or when I move eventually, safe enough or carefully enough to be able to reuse them down the road in wherever I end up after this place. Well, here we go. Okay, so now is when I'm gonna hang these. For these side ones on the window, I'm gonna put some hot glue sort of up towards the top middle and then bottom middle and then just stick it on there. Have to work a little bit fast because it is hot glue, but I got this idea from, by the way, a Barnacules Nerdgasm video. Jerry there said that that's the way he hung his, was with hot glue, and he said it worked like a charm, so we're about to find out. Okay, now for the full panels, as I get it ready to put it up behind the monitors, I'm gonna, instead of doing top and bottom, I'm gonna do sort of top left middle and sort of top right middle, so they're hanging more. And then there's still only those 2 points of contact, so they're easier to take off when I go to do that. Probably be easier for me to get my hands behind on the bottom side and sort of work them out, hopefully without damaging them too much. So I'm gonna readjust the camera, and we're gonna get this wall done. So we now have the 2 walls down, and now we just need to do the back wall. And the back wall is going to be the tough one because it doesn't have any simple landmarks to go off. This back one here I just did based off the very center of my monitors. The back wall though, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it just yet, so we're about to find out. So my camera decided that it was gonna stop recording. I'm not sure when exactly that happened. Right now, I guess I'll see that in post. But I am gonna go ahead and add another half row on each side to behind the speakers there. So I'm gonna cut these in half, and then I'll probably have to add a little bit more on the side, but get to that. Okay, there's a few things I want to go over, some of the things you may have seen in that sort of time lapse going on there. I did a little bit of a pattern on the back wall where it is 2 strips, 2 strips, and 2 strips, so sort of 3 stripes of the foam. And the reason I did that was I wanted to maintain the pattern that I had been starting with from the get-go. But I also know that from research, watching other videos, at least the claim is that if you have a limited number of panels, it's better to actually spread them out just a little bit and leave a little bit of gap for them to get more effectiveness from the panels that you do have. Plus, I think it looks a little bit cool with the separation of about 6 inches between each of the gaps. I used the extra panels that I saved because I was able to save 2 panels doing that, because I started with 18 and I added half width panels on the right and left of the setup behind me here to just give it a little bit more soundproofing. And to be 100% honest, the soundproofing behind me is almost more about aesthetics than anything, because I don't do that many stream type videos, but it is nice for it to be there because when I'm streaming or when I'm recording from that computer, it won't be bouncing straight back at me because that wall is right in front of me and right over the monitor. So giving that a little bit of extra attention, I don't feel like is a bad thing. The hot glue worked out super well. You do have to sort of work quickly, which is why you saw me with a pencil a couple times making little marks on the wall, so I knew exactly where I was going with each panel. But once it's up there, it is firm, it's not coming down. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to salvage these panels once I actually do take them down when I go to move out. That may be another video that I make if I end up moving at some point, so stay tuned for that one. And I would be remiss if I didn't go ahead and include a sound test, and this has a before and after, both from my current position, and then I have a before and after of my streaming position when I'm sitting at that computer as well, so you get a little bit of a mix of both. So without further ado, let's get right to it. I'm Shane from Hoosier Hardware, and this audio test has absolutely no acoustic foam on the walls, and there is absolutely no post-processing with it. I'm Shane from Hoosier Hardware, and this is the audio test with the foam panels installed, absolutely no post-processing done at all. I'm Shane from Hoosier Hardware, and this is an audio test from my streaming position with absolutely no foam on the walls and no post-processing done at all. This is Shane from Hoosier Hardware, and this is an audio test with the foam installed and absolutely no post-processing included. There you have it. Well, that's it from me installing my acoustic foam into my office setup. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, give me a like down below. I appreciate that a lot. Share, subscribe, those things are super helpful. I guess if you really hate the video, you can hit dislike too. I can't really control you. But I'm gonna let YouTube queue up another video for you to watch from my channel. I'm Shane from Hoosier Hardware, and I will see you guys in the next video.